Hello everyone, my name is Gaurav Patel and today I am going to present on operating system. Uh, in this presentation, we will learn about what an operating system is, why it is required and its goal and their major function. Also, we will discuss about different types of operating system and their evolution time. First, first we will start with what is an operating system. So, an operating system is an system. So, an operating system is system software that acts as an interface between the user and the computer hardware. It controls all hardware resources and provides services for application software. In simple words, the operating system is like a manager of computer, which ensures that CPU, memory, storage, input-output systems, and all application work together smoothly. If we take an example, like when we open a browser or Microsoft Word, we simply click an icon. The operating system loads the program into memory and allocates CPU time, and then accepts our input, and then after processing it, displays output on the monitor and saves our file. Without the operating system, we would have to control the hardware manually, which is almost impossible for ordinary users. There are different types of operating systems like Linux, Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. And second is why is an operating system is required. A computer without an operating system is like a car without a driver. The hardware components such as the CPU, RAM, hard disk, keyboard, and monitor cannot communicate directly with the users. The operating system acts as a bridge between them. So, the operating system is required because it provides an interface between the user and hardware, where user can operate the computer through graphical windows or command lines. Commands instead of dealing with complex machine instructions. Second, it manages all hardware resources. The CPU, RAM, storage devices, and input output devices are shared efficiently among different programs. The third one is it allows multiple applications to run simultaneously. For example, we can listen to music while browsing the internet and downloading files. Fourth, it protects data and provides security. The OS allows user to log in with password and control access to file and folders. Without an operating system, applications cannot run, hardware cannot be controlled properly, users cannot interact with the computer efficiently. Next, this is a operating system diagram where you can see that this is a user and which interacts with the system and application softwares by using operating system. And then that operating system interacts with hardware, CPUs like CPU, input output, RAM, and this communication between operating system and hardware or any input output systems made by the device drivers. And the next one is goals of operating system. The operating system has several important goals. There are main two goals which are convenience and efficiency, and other one is security, reliability, ability to evolve, and resource management. First, we talk about convenience. Its first goal is to make the computer easy to use. Users should not need to understand hardware details. And the second one is efficiency, which utilizes CPU, memory, and storage efficiently so that resources are not wasted. And security, it protects our users' information using authentications, permission, encryption, and access control. And reliability, the operating system detects error, recovers from failures, and ensures stable operations of system. And the fourth one is ability to evolve. Operating systems are designed to support new hardware devices, software updates, and future technologies without require major changes. Last but not the least, resource management. It allocates hardware resources among multiple users and programs fairly and efficiently to manage different type of resources. And the next one is functions of operating system. Now let's discuss the most important functions of an operating system. The first one is process management. A process is a program that is currently being executed. The operating system creates processes, schedules them, and suspends them when needed, and resumes them and terminates them after completion. It also performs CPU scheduling so that multiple programs can share the processor efficiently. For example, while watching YouTube and downloading a file, the operating system rapidly switches the CPU between these tasks, giving the impression that both are running simultaneously. Second one is memory management. Memory management is one of the most important functions. The operating system keeps track of every location in RAM and decides which process receives memory and when. Its responsibility includes allocating memory to program, allocating memory after execution, preventing one process from accessing another process memory, and managing virtual memory using techniques such as paging and segmentations. Let's take example. If your computer has only 8 GB RAM, but several applications are open, the operating system temporarily stores inactive data on the hard disk using virtual memory, allowing all application to continue running. Third one is file system management or file management. The operating system organizes and manages all files and folders stored on disk. It performs operations such as create files, opening files, reading and writing files, renaming files, copying and moving files, deleting, and many more. For example, whenever we save a Word document, the operating system determines where the file should be stored on the hard disk. And the next one is device management. The operating system allows all hardware devices connected to the computer. Example includes keyboard, mouse, printer, scanner, speaker, and webcam, and etc. The operating system communicates with these devices using device driver, which acts as translator between hardware and software. For example, when you print a document, the application sends the print request to the operating system, and the operating system communicates with the printer through its driver. And the next one is security and protection. The operating system protects both the computer and the user's data. Security feature includes user authentications, password protections, file permissions, access control, firewall support, encryption, and etc. These features prevent unauthorized users from accessing sensitive information. And the next one is job accounting. The operating system keeps records of resource uses. It monitors CPU utilizations, memory uses, disk activity, user login time, running process. This information is especially useful on servers and cloud systems. The last one is coordination between users and software. One of the most important functions of an operating system is to coordinate communication between the user and application software. The operating system acts as a bridge between the user and the software application installed on the computer. Users interact with application through the operating system rather than communicating directly with the hardware. How it works: the user gives input using device such as keyboard, mouse, or touch screen. The operating system receives the input and passes it to the appropriate application. While the application processes the request and sends the result back to the operating system. In the last, the operating system displays the output to the user through the monitor or other output devices. Example, suppose you want to create a document in Microsoft Word. You click the Microsoft Word icon. The operating system loads the application into memory. When you type using the keyboard, the operating system transfers your input to Microsoft Word. After processing the input, Microsoft Word sends the output back to the operating system. Then, the operating system displays the document on the screen and saves it to the storage devices when you click Save.
Now we will talk about types of operating system. The first operating system is batch operating system, which was introduced in 1950s. A batch operating system is an operating system that collects similar jobs into a batch and executes them one after another without any interaction from the user. Users prepared their programs on punch cards or magnetic tapes and submitted them to the computer operator. The operator grouped similar jobs together into batches for execution. Let's talk about advantages of batch operating system. So it has advantages like it reduces setup time and it is efficient for repetitive tasks. It provides better CPU utilizations and it is suitable for large volumes of similar jobs. And it has some disadvantages also, which are no user interaction during execution. It is difficult to debug program and long turnaround time. Small jobs must wait behind large jobs, which created deadlock condition. We talk about its applications. So it has like payroll processing, bank statement generations, and etc. And the next one is multi-programming operating system, which was introduced in 1960s. A multi-programming operating system keeps multiple programs in memory simultaneously so that when one program waits for input-output operation, the CPU executes another program. The goal is to keep the CPU busy all the time. So why it was introduced? In batch system, the CPU remained idle whenever a program performed input-output operation. Multi-programming solved this problem by allowing users or another programs to use the CPU while the first one waited. So its advantages are better CPU utilization, higher throughput, efficient use of memory, and it reduces waiting time. And the disadvantages are complex memory management, requires CPU scheduling, deadlocks may occur, and more difficult operating system design. It has applications like scientific computing, business applications, and large mainframe systems. And the third operating system is time sharing operating system, which was introduced in late 1960s to late 70s. A time operating system allows multiple users to use the same computer simultaneously by giving each user a small amount of CPU time called a time slice or a quantum time. And the CPU switches rapidly among users, creating the illusion that everyone is using the computer at the same time. It is introduced because users wanted interactive computing instead of waiting hours for batch processing. And the advantages of time sharing operating system is quick response, fair CPU allocations, multiple users simultaneously working, and better resource utilization. And the disadvantages are security challenges, performance decrease with many users, more complex operating system. And the applications are university computer labs, banking system, and server environments. And the fourth one is multitasking operating system. The multitasking operating system was introduced in 1980s. The multitasking operating system allows a single user to run multiple applications simultaneously. In multitasking operating system, the CPU rapidly switches among tasks using time slicing. In this, a user can simultaneously listen to music, browse the internet, edit a document, or a download file. Although only one CPU executes instructions at a time on a single core system, and switching happens so quickly that tasks appear to run together. And the advantages of multitasking operating system is improved productivity, efficient CPU utilization, easy switching between applications, better user experience, and the disadvantages are it requires more memory and heavy multitasking may slow performance of system and it is more complex scheduling algorithm. Applications are personal computers, laptops, and smartphones. And the multitasking operating systems examples are like Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Android, Linux, and iOS. And the fifth one is multiprocessing operating system. The multiprocessing operating system was introduced in 1980s. A multiprocessing operating system uses two or more CPUs or processor cores to execute multiple processes simultaneously. Unlike multitasking, where one CPU switches rapidly between tasks, multiprocessing enables true parallel executions on multiple processors. In multiprocessing operating system, it has types like symmetric multiprocessing and asymmetric multiprocessing. Advantages of multiprocessing operating system are it has faster execution, it provides higher throughput, it increases reliability, and it provides better multitasking. And the disadvantages are it is expensive hardware, it is complex to synchronization, and it is difficult operating system design. And the applications are data centers, scientific simulations, and AI. And the sixth one is distributed operating system. This, the distributed operating system was introduced in 1980s to 1990s. Distributed operating system manages multiple independent computers which is connected through a network, making them appear as a single unified system to users, where users can access files, programs, and resources regardless of which computer actually stores them. The advantages of distributed operating systems are it is high reliable, fast processing, easy resource sharing, and it is scalable system. And the disadvantages are it has complex implementations, network dependency, security challenges, and higher maintenance. And it has applications like cloud computing, scientific research, distributed databases, etc. And the last one is embedded operating system, which was introduced in 1990s and onwards. An embedded operating system is a specialized operating system which is designed to run on embedded devices that performs dedicated tasks. These systems are optimized for low memory, low power consumption, and high reliability. And the advantages of embedded operating system is it is highly reliable and it has low power consumption, it has compact size, it provides fast execution, and it has stable operations. And the disadvantages are it has limited functionality, it is difficult to upgrade, and limited user interface. And the applications which embedded operating system provides like smart TVs, washing machine, microwave ovens, cars, and etc.
So now, to conclude the operating system is the backbone of every computing devices. It acts as an interface between users and hardware, manages all computer resources, provides security, supports multitasking, and ensures efficient system performance. As technology has evolved, operating systems have also evolved for simple batch system in the 1950s to today's advanced Windows, Linux, Android, macOS, cloud, and embedded operating system. Without an operating system, modern computers and smart devices would not be able to function efficiently. So, thank you for joining us.